What is up, YouTube? We are here today doing a Traptrix Hero Deck Profile with my boy Jameel here. He just went to a tournament and went X1, I believe, right?
Yes.
With Traptrix Heroes. Sounds pretty interesting, so let's jump right into it.
What's up, YouTube? So we start off with the Traptrix engine, 3 Traptrix Marmelio. You know, when you normal summon it, you add a trap hole card from your deck to your hand. And also when it's special summon, you pop a back row of your opponent. Now, the reason I use this is because people are starting to use a lot of back row hate now, a lot of back row spell and trap cards. So as you'll see later, I run 3 Call to Hunteds. So today I was actually playing against a weird type of Shadal deck where he basically ran a lot of back row. It was like kind of like a chaos anti-meta kind of build. So I had 1 Marmelio. I summoned and searched out a Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, and so he summoned a Construct, and I Trap Hole Nightmare. And I forgot what else he did, but anyways, he destroyed this. So what I did, I Call it Haunted during his turn. I popped one of his back row, and so it was my go and everything. And so the back row was a turn to tribute, and so that gave me a chance to go ahead and go up and bring out Dark Claw safe. So this deck, as you'll see, it's kind of like a true protect Dark Claw kind of build. So we'll move on to, you can't play Marmelio without the Diania. For some reason, Konami did something. This card always stacks in your hand. Doesn't matter if you play 1 or 2. You'll draw this card before you draw the Marmelio.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But her effect is actually pretty cool. A lot of people don't know her other effect is when she's special, you can actually recycle one of your trap hole cards that already has been used when she's special. So I would call this and bring back either a bottomless or something and set it. So when it's their turn, I have Dark Law in the field. They're gonna have to try to play around that bottomless or that trap hole nightmare.
Oh, yeah. And
another reason why I do play this engine, YouTube, is because you can't just rely on your Elemental Hero and your Mask Hero fusions. Just go into Dark Law. You want to also be able to go into easy exceeds to get you out of issues like Shadals are playing triple mistakes or double mistakes, and that really hurts this deck, believe it or not. So if you summon this, you go into Diamond Direwolf and just pop the mistake if you don't have an answer. And also that's why I play 3, because you can pop their mistake when you call.
Alright, so that's it for the Traptrix, right?
Yes, that's it for the Traptrix engine.
Alright, let's move on to the heroes.
Now onto the heroes engine, you play 3 Shadow Mist, of course. Everybody know what it does. When it's special, you add a quick play change card from the deck to your hand. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a hero from the deck to the hand. So I play 2 Bubble Man. I played a Bubble Man, and you won't believe how much times I get his effect off. And it's basically, when the Shadow Mist is sent to the grave, you add the Bubble Man. And it's actually very useful with the Traptrix engine because you could call it, or you always have a level 4 and avoid it going to an exceed with the Bubble Man. Also, it's really good for acid. Also, the 2 Summoner Monks.
Summoner Monk's self-explanatory.
Yes, pretty much.
Could just spell card, get to the Shadow Mist.
Pretty much. Alright, so then, of course, 2 Goblin Birds. Self-explanatory, you summon it, then
the Shadow Mist.
Special Shadow Mist, add a...
get into Dark Law. Yep.
Dark Law.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so, of course, everybody knows the hero lives. Special summon a Elemental Hero from the deck to the field. I usually use it for Dark Law.
You cannot control any cards or any monsters, right? When you activate the card.
A lot of people don't know that you can control a monster, but if the monster is face down, because it says you cannot control any face-up monsters.
Okay.
So 3, of course, Mask Change. Everybody know what that does. Let you get into your Mask Hero fusions. Of course, 3 Rotas. Lets you add a level 4 warrior or lower warrior from the deck to the hand. Now, I play 1 MST, I feel safe playing one MST. So you always know you have a way out to something. Of course, the one Mass Change, Mass Charge, this right here is one of your best top decks. And then
it's like the preparation of rights equivalent for heroes.
Exactly. Very well said.
Yeah.
Book of Moon, Jin out. Everybody knows that. Regeki, Jin out, or anything you can't get over. And then, of course, another one great top deck, Miracle Fusion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, 3 calls.
Now, the calls, the Call the Haunted have great synergy with the Traptrix Marmelios and popping the back rows and everything, so that's kind of gives you a little bit of room to play the one MST.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Of course, 2 Phoenix Chains. A lot of people run 3, but I like to run 2. I don't like to clog up my back row because if Phoenix Chain they're level 4, they're going to go into a rank 4 and let you clog up your back row.
Oh, yeah.
2 Mariforce. Mariforce, a lot of people are playing around Mariforce now. That's why I put it down to 2. Now, Protect the Dark Law. Save zones, guys.
Double save zone.
I don't just use save zones right away because they're going to go to MST or something. There's so many times where, for example, they try to get rid of my save zone and I chain it onto their monster and it gets rid of their monster, for example. Or if I'm playing Shaddolls or Necros and I have a big monster in the field or even Construct, I just save zone my Dark Law and it's very, very hard for them to get over. And of course, you have the 2 Trap Hole Nightmares and the 1 Bottomless.
Bottomless. And those are your 3 search targets for Marmelio, right?
Correct. My 3 targets for Marmelio.
Alright, so what are we moving on to next? The extra deck here?
So let's go ahead and go on to the extra deck now. I said I did very well for not having a competitively finished extra deck. Okay? So, of course, you have your 3 Dark Claw, 1 side macro, and once per turn, if a card is added, as you guys know, added to your opponent's hand, besides drawing or besides the battle phase, you can randomly discard 1 card from their hand. And this card is OP to this format because everybody searches. And another, just FYI, if you have Dark Claw and you have a Mass Chain, your opponent activate a searcher, add a card, you activate Dark Claw's effect. You can Mass Chain to another Dark Claw and activate another searcher, that other Dark Claw's effect goes off.
Wow. That's insane.
It is. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the other Mask Hero Anki.
Okay.
Part of the OTK. When it destroys the opponent monster and sends it to the grave, add a quick play change card from your deck to your hand. Now, Mask Hero Diane, everybody's like, why I play Diane? I'll show you why. I play Diane because I run so many Earth and I run 1 Miracle Fusion. Okay, that's fine. I could go into Miracle Fusion for Elemental Hero Gaia, and with Max Change in my hand, I could go ahead and go into Diane. When Diane attacks an opponent monster, sends it to the grave, I can special summon a Dark Claw from the deck to the hand.
There's OTK potential left and right.
Yes, OTK. Is Ab-Zero.
And Acid.
Max Hero Acid. I don't know how you say
Escarado,
that.
I think his name is, yeah. And that is all for the fusions?
Yes, you too. Alright, so I run a Dire Wolf because in my locals a lot of people play Shaddolls. Mistake, I hate Mistake. So this is my out if I don't have MST or a call to bring back my Marmelio. Excalibur, your way to tower if anybody still plays towers or anything big that you can't get over. Of course, the Master Key Beetle and the
Protect the Dark Law.
Protect the Dark Law and
Protect
the
the Dark Law.
Protect the Dark Law. Alright, so, and of course, you have the Ragnar Zero against anything. You guys know the decks that is really good against.
Fire Fist, Yosenjus, Cliffords, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, and you plus easy. And then you have the 1 Blade Armor.
Another OTK card.
Oh yeah. And you two, let's go on to the side deck. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You have your Thunder King Ryo. We have the Artifact Lancia. 2 of them. I was playing today and the guy had the, what is it called? The one?
Trishula player?
No, the one that you banish, it ends the battle phase.
Valkyrus.
So I went in for the OTK. I know he had the Valkyries because he searched it. So I had this in my hand during my turn. I just activated this effect and I went for the OTK. So you couldn't Valkyries anymore. And then
So you're not only just using it to stop the Trishula, but you're using it to stop the Valk plays too. So no Battle Fader effect, like
exactly.
He can't banish the monster from the grave, so he gets
Exactly.
That's a pretty cool.
Yeah, and you gotta think outside the box sometimes with these cards to get you out of a rock or a hard spot.
Oh yeah.
Now, funny thing about this card right here, Doomlord. Doomlord is searchable by Rhoda and by Darklaw. I could get it into my hand first or second turn. From Darklaw or Rhoda, or even a Hero Lives if I really need to, or I think Hero Lives Elements here. Anyways, I'll take a look at it later, but you can too. All right, now I was playing against a Necross player. He Digilocked me first turn, so I set a face down Shadow Mist. He attacks it. I search this in my hand. I summon it. He's like, "Does that target?" I was like, "No." He had one card in his hand. You should have seen the look in his face.
Oh man.
Alright, Doomlord is pretty good. So then, you have the Crush card. You can use it with Doomlord, and you can use it with the Shadow Mist.
And then still +1 off of that, right? When it goes to the graveyard?
Yeah, and still +1. Easy. You have the 2 Mind Crush. You have to either main or side deck Mind Crush this format. I play the 2 Fairy Winds because there's always, Quill-Off's deck still running around.
Oh yeah,
also,
you have Lose a Turn running around right now.
Oh yeah, Lose a Turn. That card right there is a pain in the butt. And also the Zephyr's deck is coming. I think it's going to be
blowing up the pendulum scales, man. That's important against that deck.
Oh yes. Now, a lot of people don't run these cards, but let me tell you, these 4 cards right here, these Trap Hole cards, we have Deep Dark Trap Hole and Dark Trap Hole. Now, Deep Dark Trap Hole, when a level 5 or higher monster special summon, banish that target.
So that gets around Winda as well.
It gets around. It doesn't destroy it. It banishes it.
Wow.
Gets around Winda. You can't deal with Construct, whatever. And then this one here, I use this one for. I say for Ritual Beast, and also sometimes Quill-Off's was special in defense, or basically or special any type of deck that specials 2 or more monsters. Okay, send all of those monsters to the graveyard, and this is the best part of the card. Send all monsters in your opponent hand and deck to the graveyard that have the same name as either of those monsters.
Wow.
Okay, so if your opponent specials 4 monsters, shoot, if they run 3 copies of each, that's almost their whole monster lineup.
Oh yeah.
And of course, you have your double MST. You have to either main or side triple MSTs. Or, as I do, main 1, side 2. Because back row is coming back, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
So, that pretty much wraps it up for the Traptrix Heroes. How do you... Wow. Well, how do you feel about the Traptrix? Searching out the bottomless first turn and just kind of sitting on it is kind of really big. Like, forces your opponent to play around so many different things.
It does, and what I like to do and what I actually resolve several times is a Hero Lives into my Darklaw, and I will actually have a trap in my hand already, and I'll have the Marmelio.
Okay.
So that is like I'm sorry, Hero Lives into the Shadow Mist and search out Mass Change. So I'll summon the Marmelio, add a Trap Nightmare and a Bottomless, and I'll just have 2 or 3 trap cards protecting that Darklaw and even the safe zone even.
Oh yeah.
So they have to play around something they already know. It's a kind of a mind game, and also they know if they summon something. It's very hard to get over a Darklaw. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
That's already protected.
Oh yeah.
So the deck is very consistent. It thins out very quickly, believe it or not. I was playing against Shadal's, and I was thinning out more than Shadal's.
Yep.
But you just have to draw your puzzle pieces. Once you have your puzzle pieces, it's really good, and it has a hard time against back row. Every deck does, but it's a very good. It's a different deck.
Definitely. Well, the concept, I'm pretty sure some people can take some advice from this concept of Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare and the Traptrix Marmelios and everything in the heroes. You did go X1 today in top, so that's always nice. But I just want to say, first of all, thanks for the deck profile. Second of all, YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, rate, do all that good stuff. I will be posting more videos coming up later on in the week, so just don't forget to keep supporting the channel. Peace out.